EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's our visitors and our home team.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Now, Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Back to throw, Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
All
down
things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's just set.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first down, it is Hubbard. Good blocking to the 15. And he will score!
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs. And now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd. And you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game could play out.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Cavante Turpin on the return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First down and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd. And even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's It's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Williams there. Third down coming up.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. DK to return. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 1, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Burrow. He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
10 yards on the
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
A gain of 6.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
22 yards.
They get 22 yards there. That's enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
A run with Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's get set. Right 80.
Working out of the gun, Burrow.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. That one is good. And his guys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready up. Ready up.
Now the former Buckeye, it's Travion Henderson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Foye Oluokun with the play.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready, set.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 9.
Let's go.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Open downfield is Wiley. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And a first down.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Is a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19,
Hill brought in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. And I don't think it's going to be his last.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
To Tyreek Hill.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
And a first down.
On the ready. Let's go.
Toss, Henderson heading right. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Down at the 18-yard line.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 10-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run here. This is Ty Chandler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. We'll try and run the option left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Ward. He's got it at the 3. And he's close to the goal line but didn't get in. Good job to make sure he doesn't cross the plane. And now it's 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the door.
And he will take this one across into the end zone.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession, too. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Chimere Dike now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Open man downfield is Smith. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
4 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
On the give, this is Algier. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The tackle made back at
this play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On one, ready?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Complete to number
that
11.
Pass play good for 22. And that will be a first down.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
Here's Hubbard. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback. Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow now. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
Here we go.
Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On one, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here, stop.
They go play action for Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And he's in.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On first and 10, Ward. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Ready, go!
To throw is Ward. That's over the middle, caught by Tyree. He's to the 15, and he will go all the way. Butker now for the point after. It's up and good. And the visitors are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Visitors 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Oh, this ball's going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40.
On one, ready? Here we go. 180.
On first down, they'll start out with Algier. And he'll be brought down to 45. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Here's second and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Can.
Throwing is Burrow. On a throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. And it's going to be a turnover, and the defense comes away with the ball. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Cap alert! Here we go. Ready.
Henderson now on first and 10, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9.
Get it.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready.
On play action, it's Ward. Open man, that's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good.
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10.
Big time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Okay,
down at the 12. It's first and 10.
Come on. 60 Bison.
He takes off. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have one remaining.
At the 3-yard line.
As they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Let's go now.
From the gun, here's Ward. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to take this back all the way.
Called the wrong play.
What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike. Not only to
Called the wrong play,
zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
And Ramsey's not that fast. I don't know how Shaheed didn't catch him.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
Now, first down throw for Ward. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Shotgun snap for Ward. He's going to try it here again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So often we see on these deep passes the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Throwing on third down, Ward. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready, go!
On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the
I
ball,
don't understand how you're blowing past my line. It just makes no sense to me.
But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Off play action, it's Ward. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Odafe Oweh in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's third down.
Yeah, like I don't have no time, and I have the ability on to where my offensive line should be holding somebody anyway.
19, charge, ready.
This one caught right side by Knox. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back but he's still well short of the first down.
Brings up fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
On 2, ready? Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. That's complete to DK. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
On 1, ready?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
It's going to be third. They need 1.
Let's get set. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
25 yards.
A pickup there of 25 yards. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Gun.
We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 15-yard line.
A good spot here. Second and a yard.
Here we go.
On second down, here's a run with Algier. And he will get into the end zone.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
York now for the extra point. He's got it, and his guys will extend.
This is one of those predetermined games, just like my first drive. 3 passes that were all overthrows on wide open players. I hate when Madden does this. I'm so over it.
After the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Viking 18.
Williams in motion.
Go.
Play action. Ward. Left side, that open man is Knox. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. Result is a first down.
Let's go.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it. And not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here we go. Set.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. To the pylon, he's in.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed him. In this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Visitors 21. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
There's a short one. He's got strain. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Burrow to throw. Here's a screen taken in by Algier. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The open man is Reed. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. And that will be a first down.
Complete to
and while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here. Results in a big pickup and get a fresh set of downs.
Look at this right to the 20-yard line. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle.
At the 20-yard line.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. From the 20, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Burrow will shovel ahead to the receiver. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd, they need 8.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now, Burrow. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Makes the score our home team 38, visitors 21.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Crazy. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 53 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That is hot. What a job on the scramble. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Got it.
The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The offense will line up.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful.
Visitors 27.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
One, ready?
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Let's get set.
Burrow here on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing third and long. Over the middle, it is straight. A gain of
Oh my God, really? What kind of bullshit is that?
And 14, they pick it up.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this two-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On one, ready?
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
Here we go.
Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Gun. Shot. Big 13. Big shot.
To throw is Burrow. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Cade York and the field goal unit coming on the field. Spotted at the 45. This is a 55-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And his guys add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
A gain of 17 yards.
Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
First down.
That pickup good for 29 yards.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Shaheed in motion. Ward to throw again. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there.
Brings up second and goal.
And it'll lead to a second and goal. Again, it's Ward. That one taken in.
Touchdown.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And Butker on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the visitors will cut the deficit to 7.
Team 41. Visitors 34. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Hubbard, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
The 35-yard line.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain there of 15. That's enough for a first down. Now a second timeout called by the defense. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Let's get set.
On the ground, it's Algier. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Now this defense will use a third and final timeout. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
On first down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground.
It's so bullshit. Full on blitz. And yeah, this game is so decided. Good game. Good luck in the rest of the way. It's so bullshit.
They've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On 2, ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
We'll go again here with Algier. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
21-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
On 1, ready?
Here's second and 9.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll toss it to the right side to Algier. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 10.
Again, 10
that
yards.
will be a first down.
That's good.
This is the moment
Nobody
in the game,
block.
Mike,
No,
where it
like
really
it's like
matters.
your guys block everything, and my guys just let you run wide open through. It's just stupid. Predetermined Madden.
Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They are moving on. And as the #1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.